Hi everyone! Another lesson tayo. So, ang lesson natin ngayon is about grades and math, quarter 1, module 2. Okay, so nasa module 2 pa rin tayo. Ang nakaraang lesson natin is about module 2 pa rin, pero ang topic natin doon is arithmetic means. So, ngayon naman, ang topic natin is arithmetic series. Ang lesson na ito is continuation sa nakaraang lesson natin, no? Kasi ang module 2 natin is arithmetic means and arithmetic series. So dahil tapos na tayo sa arithmetic means, ang pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon is arithmetic series. So ano ba yung arithmetic series? Arithmetic series is the sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so ang arithmetic series daw, ito yung sum ng lahat ng terms ng arithmetic sequence. Paano natin kukunin ang sum ng arithmetic series or arithmetic sequence? It can be obtained using either of the following formulas. Okay, so meron tayong dalawang formula na pwede natin gamitin sa paghahanap ng ating sum ng ating arithmetic sequence. Ang first formula natin is sum of the terms is equal to number of the terms divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term. Ang second formula naman is sum of the terms is equal to number of the terms divided by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by the first term plus number of terms minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so medyo complicated siya pero maiintindihan nyo kung ano yung mga ibig sabihin ng ating formula na nandito. Okay, so itong Sn natin, ang ibig sabihin niya is the sum. So si Sn, babasahin natin siya is the sum. And then ang A1 natin is the first term. Alam na natin itong A1 sa first lesson pa lang natin. Ito ang first term natin. Ang An naman is the last term. And then ang N is the number of terms. Tapos si D, of course, is the common difference. Para mas maintindihan natin ang arithmetic series, meron tayong examples dito. So first, what is the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence? 14, 19, 24. Okay, so ano daw yung sum ng first 10 terms? And take note, 3 terms lang yung given natin. Of course, ang unang gagawin natin is isulat natin ang ating given. So, ang given natin is ang ating first term. That is 14. And the number of terms natin is 10 kasi ang sabi niya first 10 terms. So, ang number of terms natin is 10. And then, hahanapin natin ang total number of the first 10 terms. So, find the total number of the 10 terms. Kapag arithmetic sequence ang pinag-uusapan, of course, ang hahanapin natin una is yung common difference ng ating sequence. So, hahanapin muna natin ang common difference ng sequence natin na nandito. Okay, so sa pagkuha ng ating common difference, second term minus the first term. So, ang second term natin is 19 at ang first term natin is 14. So, 19 minus 14 is equal to 5. So, therefore, ang common difference natin is 5. Ngayon, alam na natin ang common difference. So, ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin is finding the sum. So, hahanapin na natin ang sum ng first 10 terms. Gamit ang ating formula na sum of the terms is equal to the number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by 2 times the first term plus number of terms minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so isulat natin, napaka-importante na isulat natin ang given. So ang first term natin again is 14 and then we are looking for, or the total number of terms rather is 10, so 10 terms, and then ang common difference naman natin is 5. Ngayon is i-substitute lang natin ang ating formula na nandito. Sum of the terms, so ang n natin is 10, ang number of terms na hinahanap natin is 10, divided by 2, and then 2 multiplied by our first term, so ang first term natin is 14, plus n. Ang n, number of terms is 10 minus 1, multiplied by our common difference na 5. Okay, so i-simplify lang natin siya. So 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5, and then 2 times 14 is 28, plus 10 minus 1 is 9 multiplied by 5. Okay, so kopyahin lang natin si 5 pagkatapos multiplied by 28 plus 9 times 5 is equal to 45. So 5, kopyahin again si 5. 28 plus 45 is equal to 73. So 5 times 73 is equal to 365. So therefore, the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence, ano ba yung sequence natin? 14, 19, 24 is 365. Okay, so ito na yung sum ng first 10 terms natin, 365. Nakita nyo dito sa ating pinag-usapan kanina na meron tayong dalawang formula. So, tapos na tayo sa first formula, itry naman natin itong second formula natin. So, isolve natin siya gamit ang ating isa pang formula. Ito yung formula natin. So, sum of the terms is equal to number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term. Okay. So, dahil ang ating formula is meron tayong last term dito, and since hindi natin alam kung ano yung last term natin sa ating given. Kasi ang ating given, makikita nyo dito wala tayong last term. Okay, so first 3 terms lang yung given natin. So, ang gagawin natin para magamit natin ang ating formula na ito, hahanapin muna natin ang ating last term kasi wala tayong last term. Hahanapin muna natin ano yung last term natin? 10th term kasi sum of the first 10 terms. So, ang last term natin is 10th term. So, ibig sabihin, ang hahanapin natin is ano yung 10th terms natin. So, of course, ang general formula natin again is the last term is equal to first term plus the number of terms minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so ang last term natin again is ang 10th term is equal to ang first term is 14 plus the number of terms is 10 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference na 5. So 14 plus 10 minus 1 is equal to 9 times 5. 14 plus 9 times 5 is equal to 45. So ang 10th term natin is 59. Okay, so meron na tayong 10th term. Ang 10th term natin is 59. So ngayon, isulat natin ang ating given para ma-solve natin ang ating sum of the terms gamit ang ating formula na nandito. So ang given natin, first term is 14, ang common difference is 5, at ang ating 10th term is 59. Okay, so i-solve na natin siya. Sum of the terms is equal to ang n natin, total number of terms is 10 divided by 2 multiplied by the first term. So ang first term natin is 14 plus our last term. So ang last term natin is 59. Okay, so 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5, and then 14 plus 59 is equal to 73. So 5 times 73 is equal to 365. So ang total na ang sum ng ating terms is 365. Okay, so same lang sila, pero dito kapag ito yung formula na ginamit natin, since hindi given yung ating last term, so kailangan muna nating hanapin ang ating last term before natin magamit ang formula na ito. Example number 2 tayo. So what is the sum of the arithmetic sequence negative 16, negative 20, negative 21, 24, and the last term is negative 40. Okay, so dito meron tayong last term na given. Kanina wala tayong last term. Ang binigay lang is first 3 term. Of course, ang unang gagawin natin, isulat natin ang ating given. So ang first term natin is negative 16. And then, ang last term natin is negative 40. So, ang hahanapin natin ngayon is ang common difference, ang total number of terms, at ang sum of the terms. Kasi wala tayong total number of terms dito kasi sequence lang yung binigay. So, kailangan nating hanapin kung ilang total number of terms ang nandito. Okay, so first, hanapin ulit natin ang common difference. So, sa paghahanap again ng common difference, second term minus the first term. Ang second term is negative 20 minus the first term na negative 16. So, negative 20, negative and negative magiging positive. So, negative 20 plus 16. So, ang common difference natin, negative and positive subtract, copy the sign of the bigger number. So, 20 minus 16 is 4 and the sign of the bigger number is negative. So, therefore, ang common difference natin is negative 4. Okay, so meron na tayong common difference. So, pwede na natin siyang isulat dito na ang ating common difference is negative 4. So, now, ang hahanapin natin is ang number of terms na lang at kung ano yung sum ng mga terms. Dahil meron na tayong common difference, so ngayon naman ang hahanapin natin is the number of terms. So, ilang terms meron tayo? Gamit pa rin ang ating general formula na nandito. Okay, so huwag niyo talagang kalimutan ang ating general formula kasi ito palagi yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so last term is equal to first term plus the number of terms minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so ano yung last term natin? Negative 40 is equal to, ano yung first term? Negative 16 plus the number of terms, n lang tayo kasi hindi pa natin alam. Ito yung hinahanap natin. Kaya n ang nakalagay kasi hindi natin alam kung ilang number of terms meron tayo. Minus 1 multiplied by the common difference na negative 4. So, i-simplify lang natin siya. So, negative 40, kopyahin lang natin sa negative 40 is equal to negative 16 plus multiplication property of equality. So, si n i-multiply kay 4, negative 4. Si negative 1 i-multiply kay negative 4. So, n times negative 4 is equal to negative 4n. And then negative 1 times negative 4 is equal to 4. Okay? So, plus 4. Kasi negative times negative is positive. Okay, so kopyahin ulit natin si 40, negative 40. And then itong lahat ng mga numbers natin, si negative 16 at si 4, ilipat natin sa kabila. So kapag nilipat natin siya sa kabila, mag-change ang kanyang sign. Okay, so si negative 16 naging positive 16 at si positive 4 naging negative 4 is equal to negative 4n. Okay, so pagpalitin natin sila ng place, so ilagay natin sa left side ang merong variable at ang lahat ng number is nasa right side. So walang magbabago na sign kasi nagpalit lang sila ng placement. So si negative 4n nandito na sa left at ang mga constant natin is nasa right. So negative 40 and negative 4 is negative 44 plus 16. So negative 4n, negative and positive, mag-subtract tayo and copy the sign of the bigger number. So, negative 44 minus 16 is equal to negative 28. So, i-divide natin both sides ng negative 4. So, negative 4 and negative 4. So, n na lang yung naiwan kasi negative 4 divided by negative 4 is equal to 1. So, si n na lang yung naiwan. And then, negative 28 divided by negative 4 is equal to positive 7. So, ito na yung number of terms natin. So, ibig sabihin pala, ang total number of terms natin is 7. So, 7 terms pala meron tayo. So, pwede na natin siyang isulat dito. Ang total number of terms natin is 7. So, ngayon naman, ang hahanapin natin is sum of the terms na lang. Finding the sum na tayo. Okay, so pwede na natin gamitin ang formula na ito kasi meron na tayong last term. Since ang last term natin is negative 40. Okay? So, ang given natin is the first term is negative 16 at ang last term natin is negative 40. So, pwede natin gamitin ang formula na ito. So, hanapin na natin ang sum of the terms. So, sum of the terms is equal to number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term. So, ang number of terms natin is 7 is equal to, ano yung number of terms? Total number of terms, 7. So, 7 divided by 2 multiplied by, ano yung first term? Negative 16 plus, ano yung last term natin? Negative 40. Okay, so 7 over 2, kopyahin lang natin. And then si negative 16, so positive and negative is negative 40. So, 7 over 2, negative and negative, add, pagkatapos kopyahin ang common sign. So, 16 plus 40 is equal to 56. Ano yung common sign? Negative. So, therefore, negative 56. So, ngayon is i-multiply na natin siya. So, 7 times negative 56 is equal to negative 392 divided by 2. So, negative 392 divided by 2 is equal to negative 196. So, therefore, ang total ng ating 7 terms or ang sum ng ating 7 terms is negative 196. So, isulat na natin ang ating sum dito. So, negative 196. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot natin. Last example tayo. So, last example natin is a problem. So, the local government unit of Davao implemented Work for Davao Cash for Work to help displaced workers during the pandemic. The program initially helps 1,040 dabawenyos, and the number of beneficiaries increases by about 75 per batch. About how many beneficiaries for the work for Davao Cash for Work after 23 batches. Okay, so base sa ating problem, isulat muna natin ang given natin. So ang given natin, of course, ang ating first term. Ano yung ating first term? So ang first term natin is 1,040 kasi the program initially helps 1,040 Davaoenos. So therefore, 1,040 ang ating first term. And then, ang ating common difference is, ano yung common difference natin? 75. Kasi, and the number of beneficiaries increases by about 75 per batch. So, nag-add siya ng 75 kada batch. So, therefore, ang kanyang common difference is 75. Now, ang last term natin, so ang last term natin is 23. Kasi, base dito, so about how many beneficiaries for the work for Davao Cash for Work after 23 batches. So, therefore, ang last term natin is 23. Ang unang gagawin natin dahil hindi natin alam kung ano yung last term natin, so hahanapin muna natin ang ating 23rd term. So hahanapin natin ang 23rd term natin sa pamamagitan ng ating general formula na last term is equal to the first term plus the number of terms minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so ano yung term na hinahanap natin? 23rd term. Ang first term natin is 1,040 plus the number of terms 23 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference na 75. Okay, so 1,040 plus 23 minus 1 is 22 multiplied by 75. Okay, so 1,040 plus 22 times 75, pwede kayong mag-multiply dyan sa inyong mga papel, is equal to 1,650. So, 1,040 plus 1,650, ang 23rd natin is 2,690. Okay, so ito yung 23rd term natin. So, ibig sabihin, ang last term natin is 2,690. Dahil meron na tayong last term, so pwede na tayong mag-solve gamit ang ating formula na sum of the terms is equal to the number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term. Kasi meron na tayong last term. Okay, so para mas mabilis, ito na formula ang gamitin natin. So the total number of terms or the sum of the terms is equal to, ano yung number of terms natin? 23 divided by 2 multiplied by the first term. Ang first term is 1,040 plus the last term na 2,690. Okay, so 23 over 2. So 1,040 plus 2,690 is equal to 3,730. Okay, so mag-solve kayo sa inyong mga papel ha. And then 23 over 2 times 3,730. So 23 times 3,730 is equal to 85,790 over 2. Okay, so 85,790 divided by 2. So ang total ng ating terms, the sum of the terms is 42,895. Okay? So therefore, the sum of the terms is 42,895. So ibig sabihin pala, after 23 batches of beneficiaries, so ang total number of beneficiaries after 23 batches is 42,895. O, di ba napakadali lang ng arithmetic series basta alam mo lang yung mga formulas. And dapat meron kang first term, meron kang common difference, at meron kang last term para mabilis na lang sa'yo kung paano isolve ang sum ng mga terms. Okay, so that's all for today's video guys. Sana may natutunan kayo sa ating lesson for today. See you on our next lesson. Bye!